This is not about fighting crime. This is about Donald Trump searching for any justification to deploy the military in a blue city, in a blue state, to try and intimidate his political rivals.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker this week said Donald Trump's threat to flood Chicago with soldiers and federal agents was a cynical political stunt that lacked legal authority.
Find a family who's enjoying today sitting on their front porch and ask if they want their neighborhoods turned into a war zone by a wannabe dictator.
But privately, the Democratic governor and Chicago Mayor Brian Johnson began discussing what they could do to shield Chicago from a federal deployment like those underway in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. Their conclusion, not much. The state's Attorney General, Kwame Raoul, said on Monday he was developing a legal strategy if troops arrived. Immigrant advocates are stepping up legal training. While some locals have expressed support for Trump's decision, many in the heavily Democratic voting city are appalled.
It don't make sense because crime has decreased in Chicago. It's not making sense. I'm out here every day, all day.
Greg Collins is an anti-violence activist and said he worried the presence of National Guard troops could escalate tensions and undermine efforts to build trust. Others, including Republican political activist Zoe Lee, brushed off the warnings.
I don't want to hear about this man being racist. I don't want to hear about white supremacy. I don't want to hear that he's a dictator. I don't want to hear any of that. We need help.
Trump has justified his decision by painting a bleak picture of crime in Chicago, calling it a, quote, disaster.
I made the statement that next should be Chicago because, as you all know, Chicago is a killing field right now. And they don't acknowledge it. And they say, we don't need him, freedom, freedom. He's a dictator, he's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator.
Chicago has long had a reputation as a city with an elevated crime rate. There have been 1,229 shootings so far this year, but data show the city has made marked progress since the end of the pandemic. Its July homicide rate of 1.66 per 100,000 residents ranks it below Washington, New Orleans, Kansas City, and Little Rock, Arkansas, among other cities.
He is only targeting cities with African-American mayors. He's only targeting cities in blue states, even though red states have higher murder rates than blue states. So if he actually was serious about crime, he wouldn't be starting in Chicago.
Peter Cunningham is with the community violence prevention nonprofit Chicago CRED. He says the pattern in Trump's troop deployments makes his objectives clear.
That's why they're sending them to Washington, D.C., and I'm sure they'll be willing to send them to Chicago and to Illinois. But they're not going to help us.